Hello everyone and welcome to the live today. Today we have a very special guest by the name of Stan.
Stan, yes. Hello. Welcome. We are chatting to you today because you are the author of what I have to say, for our son that is only 3, this is an incredible book. So this one, Just Like Me by Stanley Fu.
Thank you. So there it is. This is a perfect book for our son's age. He really like gets in with it, and he makes all the noises that it tells you about.
Yeah,
it really makes him think about. We'll give you a little quick glimpse of to keep them warm, and then it gives you a little activity to do on the other side, if I can get it right.
So if I'm Easy Vegan is here, I can see I'm Easy Vegan. This book is perfect for your kids. Perfect. Definitely. Shall we have a look, see who's in the house?
Yeah, and then we'll fly over to Stanley Fu's website as well. So today, at the moment, so far, we've got 6 in the house. Hello, everyone. We've got Angharrad's Life.
So Angharrad's Life. This young lady used to be Melody on CBeebies, or is Melody on CBeebies, and she has her own YouTube channel, and she's released a video today, but I haven't had a chance to go and have a look. But she does lots of really nice food, really nice little treats, and yeah, really good channel.
I'll definitely check it out.
And Toby, hello, lovely. So I saw your name pop into the chat, and I just wanted to tell everybody about what you are currently doing. So Toby has sent us a cup. There is 2 cups, and he is the vegan soldier, and he's currently set this up on Instagram, and I think he's doing mugs, and there was something else. If he wants to pop it in the chat, pop it in the chat. But yes, really good mugs, and on there it is the Vegan Army, so do check him out.
So we got I'm Easy Vegan.
Yeah, I'm Easy Vegan, also another vegan YouTuber. Absolutely fantastic channel, lots of different things on there, so he's a good one to check out.
We've got 2 vegan soldiers in the house.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you for coming over here.
Yeah. We got Michael.
Hey,
hello.
How are you doing? Have you got any chocolate tonight? If you've got some chocolate.
I'm Easy Vegan says that's a sick mug.
Yeah, Toby, if you want to put any details in the chat, then please feel free. Oh, Claire, hello. So Claire, I don't think she will mind. I was speaking to her last week, I think it was. She is currently my mentee, and I am mentoring her and her family to transition to veganism and a plant-based diet. So thank you for joining us, Claire. So shall we show you all Stan's amazing work? Because I am so excited about this.
So these are the hardback books that you can get. There's even a bundle there.
Yeah, and I want to look at that bundle because there is a colouring book there. And this colouring book is super cute.
So look, here it is.
Yeah, I absolutely love that.
So that's sort of like quite based on the pages in the hardback book as well. But then there's extra stuff at the end to make posters and that sort of thing. So
yes, you did actually send us a Christmas card as well. So I've actually kept that. I thought the card was really cute.
So you can get them in softback and in hardback as well.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to look at are the prints.
Yes,
the prints
these are amazing. Oh my god,
amazing! Amazeballs. I was going to say.
Yes. So not only do you offer a book, but you also have these. So do you want to talk a little bit about these so that everyone can see them?
Yeah, so these were sort of, because I'm sort of graphic designer by trade as well, so it was just using my other skills, and so it's taking those old butcher shop signs. We've all seen them, haven't we? And
horrible, yeah,
just horrible, aren't they? And the way they label all the parts of the animal and segment it. It's just, it's pretty grim once you actually read them. But I've always actually liked the graphics of the animals. So it's just a way to turn that round and, just to make it something beautiful out of something so grim,
Yeah, I absolutely love that.
And it's quite a conversation piece, I think, in houses. You know, people come in and automatically think of the old signs, but once you get up close, obviously you realise it's a bit different.
Yeah, I want to get quite a nice frame for ours so that when we do have people here again, when all this COVID malarkey is gone, people can go, oh, that's a nice pic. Oh, what does that say?
So we're going to quickly flick over to your Instagram as well. So if anyone that wants to go over there and quickly
please do go over
Instagram, that would be amazing. Oh, look, there's ours there.
Yeah, that's our stream for tonight.
Oh, look at that. It's a good spread, that is, isn't it?
So the girl on the top right there, see hat on, she did a reading of my book on Christmas Day.
Ah, I see.
She's she runs a goat sanctuary in America called Vintage Place. And she does like readings of children's books, and she did mine on Christmas Day, which was really nice.
Amazing.
So yeah, everyone go and check out this Instagram. It's full of really good stuff.
And even the part, like when you sent us the book, even the postage paper said vegan for the animals. Which I couldn't get over. I mean, that is just amazing activism in itself, sending it through the post with that on there. Yeah,
it's just little touches like that, I think, help, don't they? And I always get a look off the person in the post office as the labeling it up, but it's all good.
Yeah, no, it's all relevant activism, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Toby Gosling, I just want to go back. So going back to his mug, for those of you who are just joining us, there's his. So Toby Gosling has just set up the Vegan Army on Instagram. So those are his pages if you want to go and check it out. Okay. So would you like to tell us? I'm really, really interested. Oh, I'm Easy Vegan loves the artwork. So do we. Love it.
Thank you.
Your story as to how you went vegan.
Yeah, well, it's quite a long road, really, and it goes back to what we were speaking about before in sunny Wolverhampton.
Yes.
So I was a university student in Wolverhampton, and I did illustration as a degree. So it was while I was there. I mean, talking early 90s. So it's like nearly 30 years ago. And I had a couple of friends who were vegetarian, and I lived with a girl who was an amazing vegetarian cook. You know, so she used to do food for us once in a while, which was great, rather than the beans on toast. And, so yeah, and I can't pinpoint the exact minute, but I decided I just didn't want to eat animals anymore. You know, it was the information wasn't really about like it is now, you know, to dive into everything and look it all up. But I just knew I didn't want to eat animals. So went home at Christmas, and it was quite funny. It was over the Christmas dinner. I told my mum and dad and everyone, this is the last meat I'm going to eat. And then that was it. I didn't touch meat again. I mean, I didn't really know much about veganism. I knew, do you know Morrissey, Albert Smith's?
Yes. Yeah.
So I knew he was a vegan, but I don't think looking back at it, I didn't even grasp what it meant at the time. It seems bizarre now even saying stuff like that, but I knew he was vegan, but I thought by going vegetarian, it was in a way what I was doing.
Yeah.
It seems ridiculous now, but you know, we're talking 30 years ago. So, but anyway, over the next 15 years, I gradually stopped wearing leather. Now, you know, a lot of things didn't seem right. Eggs always seemed really weird, and stopped drinking milk. And then eventually, as the internet got more and more, you know, prominent.
Thank goodness for the internet.
Easy to read up on stuff, and I really got into like the Gary Ulofsky lectures and his interviews. And as with many people, all roads sort of led to Earthlings, and I watched Earthlings, and then that was it. It was like that was like the big moment. I was just like, what have I been doing for like 15 years? You know, just like I thought I was doing everything I could, but I actually wasn't. So, but that was the moment, and I was like,
I can relate to that.
Yeah,
I was raised vegetarian, and when I found out I was an ethical vegetarian, like, oh, what are you eating that for? You know what? Do you know that's died for you to eat that?
Yeah.
You know, and I just felt like I felt awful. I was a big dairy advocate. I drank a lot of dairy, eggs, various times a week. So I completely get that.
Yeah. And then as you get, you delve into it more, and then you're reading about, there's just so much, isn't it? It's such a wide subject. And it was just on the Earthlings moment for me, and it was brilliant. It was just a good moment, really, because everything fell into place. The stuff I was trying to work out at the back of my head, it was all like, oh God, that's why. You know what I mean? So
it's a hard watch. That is a hard watch. Yeah, we managed 18 minutes of that one.
Yeah, and then
we watched Dominion recently,
and then we went back, didn't we? And we did the Earthlings again. We stuck through it this time.
Did you get all through it?
The first time we got to halal and kosher, and then I was like, that's
but it was more for you because
it was more for me because I was, the most I was an anti-vegan at one stage. It's hard to believe that as well. I was like, what do you live on? Dust, sort of thing. And then I think the road led down via the health side of it, and I sat down to watch What the Health. I think it's a Netflix documentary, a doco, and I sat and I watched it, and I thought, oh God, actually, this is really, really bad for you. And I was eating a beef burger at the time. It makes me sick thinking about it, and I looked down on it, and I just went, when you you probably, I don't know if people can remember when you squeeze it and you see all the shit just coming out of it. And I looked at it and I just went, nah. I just, that was it. That was me done. And I think we watched Forks Over Knives, and then we went into Earthlings. And
we watched all the
and that was it. I went vegan overnight.
Hard ones.
Yeah.
Well, I know actually I went plant-based at first, and then it was only until I watched Earthlings that was when I went vegan. All the ethical side of it just snapped into place.
Yeah. And as tough as it is to watch, it's just like, I'm so glad that I eventually got to watch it. You know what I mean? It just sort of pulls you in, doesn't it? Eventually, if you're reading all this stuff, and I point everyone towards it I can. I'm not sure how many people actually watch it, but
it's hard though, isn't it? Because some people just don't want to watch it. They don't want to see it.
I was like that.
It doesn't matter how much you point it and you say, look, this is what's happening. They're just naive or ignorant. They just want to be ignorant and comfortably numb, dropping in a music thing there. They just want to live comfortably numb.
A little bit.
Yeah. And that's, to me, it's not right. It's just, it shouldn't be like that.
And it's sort of like, it's the big thing they say about willful ignorance, isn't it? It's you sort of know what's going on, you sort of willfully being ignorant about it because you realize, well, you think it'll be a big upset in your life or things will change too much, but when you're actually vegan, it's the best thing. It's just the best thing in the world, isn't it? So
it is, yeah.
And having a book like yours is a great piece of activism as well.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean that was the other thing, really. Once I'd gone vegan, and then yourselves by what you do, you get to a point and you're like, well, I need to start doing something now. It's sort of, you're sort of signing up to that in a way. Like that, and I just really so I thought I'd use the best skill that I had, which was the art and the illustration, and and with all the tools of the internet now, I could set up my own shop, could get the books printed, could promote it, sat at my desk. It's just amazing, really. So
I'm happy to promote it to everybody.
You could go to sleep at 8 o'clock and know that you're doing activist somewhere because someone's reading them that somewhere in the world.
Yeah, it's a nice thought.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's nice when you sort of, it is quite small scale still. And, but, when you're posting stuff off to America or, to Spain or Australia, it's just you just know you're doing something good, don't you? So
definitely, we need to get it. There's a couple of people from all over the world in the chat.
Yeah,
there's a lovely Canadian as well.
There is. Yeah,
so I hope he's got his ears open. We need to get this book around the world, definitely.
Yeah. So if anyone's interested in this book, the link is down below, scrolling across the screen now. Check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, look, we got Race Lever.
Oh, hello, Race Lever. Welcome. And I just saw Chris Grant.
Yeah,
hello.
Yeah, he's appeared.
And Summer in December. Hello, guys. Okay. So obviously your journey is really important, but then you have your book. And what's the story behind, obviously, you know, we've just talked a little bit about being active and the vegan journey, but what's the story behind the book?
Well, I decided that's what I wanted to do because of my degree. So I wanted to do I wanted to use my illustration. I've always got ideas flying around of, projects and little things to do. And I had loads of book ideas, but I wanted to go for the most basic, really, and the simplest idea I had. Because with things like this, it always seems to work, keeping it simple. And it was just Stan the man. Yeah, so it's just a simple idea of comparing the animals to little kids, and just instilling that animals, they've got eyes to see with, just like me. They've got ears to hear with. It seems so obvious, but it's like when I was doing the research of the book. If you type in pig's ears into Google, it's horrific what comes up.
Yeah, I bet it is.
And it's so that's sort of what you're up against in a way. So just to get in with the kids straight away, and then you've got the great parents who are getting involved with it all. It's just ties a lot of things together, I think.
Yeah. For us as obviously vegan parents, our biggest activism is raising our son vegan, because the conversations we have to have aren't always very nice. And obviously today in the bath, we were talking about the book and we were talking about feelings and hi, Emma. Yeah, the conversations can be really sad, can't they?
Yeah, I just want to take it back a little bit, but when you mentioned the pig's ears, and when you type that in on Google, and it just comes up with some horrific stuff.
Oh yeah, it does.
Well, we were trying to do a video for World Vegan Day, and I was trying to get all the, is it Pixabay where you can get free clips and things of, is it copyright free, or what's the word? I can't remember. It's free. Free to use, basically, non-profit. And I was looking for turkeys. I put in turkey on Pixabay, and it literally came up with about 3 videos of turkeys. And I had to type in Thanksgiving. Yeah,
it's unbelievable, isn't it?
For it to come up with more than 3 pictures or videos of it. That's how broken it is.
Yeah. And and it's the algorithm, isn't it, all working towards what most people are searching for, and then you do really realize what you're up against, because that's just the data pushing people to those images, and it's just like
you type chicken in and it's the same. Or fish. I mean, Jack.
You're looking for a living live chicken.
Yeah,
you can't find one.
No, it's really sad
because of the children at Jack's nursery who obviously eat things like fish fingers. He has this thing at the moment where when you talk about fish, he's like, I'm not eating fish fingers, am I? He's like,
he was like
really
the other day
worried.
he was eating these
vegetable fingers.
Well, it wasn't even that, it was the soya-based fingers from Aldi, and he looked at it and he took a bite of it and he looked inside and he was pulling it apart, and
he's never even eaten animals.
Is this fish? And we were like, no, it's not. It's vegan. Yeah. And he's like looking at us as if he's like, we're trying to poison him.
Traumatized.
Yeah.
So are you quite worried about the initial primary school?
Yeah, schools. Because from what I know now from sort of interviewing families, is the school thing isn't that great. They don't particularly cater for vegetarians. I mean, and I've been to a meeting today, an animal rebellion meeting, to look at plant-based going into schools. From what I've learned today is the government, they expect 3 days a week to be animal-based, so animal-based meals, and every day, 5 days a week, the children have to have dairy. And I think the most that Animal Rebellion can get out of the schools is that they will do 2 animal-free days a week.
Right. It's just not good enough, is it?
No.
I know what it is, Grumpy. Sorry, I'm going to interject.
Yeah,
there.
go for it.
I know what it is.
It's nice to see you
but
doing
I'll
some
let
talking.
Stan tell you.
Which one?
The VU one.
Yeah, it's a Velvet Underground. It's a band from the 60s, if people don't know.
I know the Velvet Underground.
One of my favourite bands. So I doubt that they were vegans, but I still love the music.
Is that the? Am I right in thinking they did Venus and Fur? First? Yeah, that's a quality.
Yeah. Yes, I knew that.
Lou Reed.
Lou Reed. He used to hate English people as well.
Yeah, he's a bit grumpy.
Yeah, but yeah, not that it takes anything away from their music.
No.
Ray Sleever has just put there. I have not.
Corker. He's coming out with the corkers.
So should we just show? We've got 21 people in the house. Should we just show a couple of the things again? So Stan has an amazing book, which we will show you, called Just Like Me.
I'll quickly just show you flash your page. I'm not going to give too much away. There you go. That's all you get.
But not only does he do books, obviously for the children, but he also does amazing artwork. So this kind of caters for everybody. And Adam has it right here, but we'll show you the website as well.
So it's a play on the butcher's signs, isn't it, Stan? It is. The old butcher's signs, yeah. The horrible butcher's signs.
Cool. So
and
yeah,
Adam will just take you over there so you can all see where to get one from.
So I've dropped the link down below.
Yeah, so for anyone who wasn't in before, it's just sort of looking at the old butcher shop signs, and they have such demeaning labelling, and it turns the animals into segmented parts. It was just to turn that on its head and just to try and just to turn it into something beautiful for people to put up and to cause conversation. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely does that.
I mean, the vegan, I don't know if you go back on there's a vegan knives one I did. I got a little bit of stick for that one.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few, when I first put it out, there's a few people saying, don't think so, and these sort of stuff. I think it was because it said they were knives, and then there's one of them says for the animals on it, and I don't know. Some people took a bit of offence to it, but I
think there's always people.
Depends how you look at stuff, doesn't it? I guess.
Yeah.
I think they're brilliant. Really do. I like anything that's unusual like that. I do.
Yeah, it's just to get people thinking, isn't it? And just look at it a bit different.
I think we could get everybody something like that for Christmas, couldn't we, next year?
We could.
All the family. Oh, here, have this in your house. It might just raise a few eyebrows.
I'll do you a good deal.
maybe,
like deals.
Maybe later.
But Stan might.
I'll play if Adam sings.
Oh, he sings the Combine Harvester very well.
I've heard about this, yeah.
Hello, Vegan King.
Hello, Vegan King. How are you? So obviously you've written this amazing book. What was the inspiration for aiming it at children?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it was the style of my illustration. That sort of, I've always been interested in doing children's book illustration, and I love all the old children's books, really. And just when I was looking around, trying to, doing the research, going into Waterstones, I was looking at books and sort of went down the children's aisle, and there just seemed to be nothing there really. I don't know what your experience is of it, but all I could see on the animal side of things was farmyard animals looking happy.
Yeah.
And
they're not.
No, and it's just like it was just to try and do something alternative to that. And I knew the Ruby Roth book was out. She'd done hers. She'd had them out for about 10 years, hasn't she? So
yeah, she
was doing some good stuff. And you've had was it Lisa on the other week?
We've had Vivi Super Vegan.
Yeah.
We've had there's the other one. Levy and the sausage roll.
Yeah.
Had quite a few. There's quite a few books available now.
Yeah.
But they're not in the shops.
Yeah, that's the thing, really, isn't it? It's so difficult to get to that next, to get the publishing deal, or, you sort of think in a way the publishers would be, because it's so on trend at the minute, you'd think they'd be on the lookout for stuff like that, but no one seems to be.
So when did your book first come out?
It was 2018.
Okay, just before we were vegan as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. So that was the first. Yeah, that was the first one I did, and then I've got a couple of follow-ups in the making, but then I started doing the poster designs. That got in the way a bit. And then, I've got a few things on the go, so I just need to start tying everything up, really.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I've got an ABC. My ABC book's about to come out, hopefully. So that's been a bit of a mammoth task, but yeah, I'm nearly there with that one. So
I like the idea of that, especially as we're learning at that stage, learning the alphabet and words and writing.
Yeah.
That'll be very good.
That'll be my next book that's out, I think. Should be a couple of months, I think. So
amazing.
Yeah.
So obviously people read these books and you send it to publishers, but you obviously illustrators. There's obviously been someone involved who potentially isn't vegan. Have you had any feedback back about your book from people who've perhaps printed it? Has it helped anybody else?
No, I mean, I've only had the online feedback, really, from people who've bought it. I mean, from the sort of production part of it, I don't sort of get to see any of them people, really, or it's just sent off and then it gets sent back, and that sort of it. I do all like the illustration and the, obviously in the writing of it. But yeah, I mean, I've had so many nice messages, private messages from people, and it's just great when you get there, and that's like, it's sort of what gives you the inspiration to keep going. It's you get a bit of a buzz when someone said, "Oh, I've been reading it to my little kid, and she loves it, and she wants me to read it again," and you're just like, "Oh," it sort of confirms what you've done is the right thing, I guess.
Definitely.
Well, it was like earlier, Jack came running towards me and he like literally climbed over so much stuff to get to me.
He was just up to you,
I want you to read me this book.
Again.
That's nice to know. Yeah. I mean, I'm hopefully getting it done into, I've had it translated into German, so that's another thing I need to sort out. I did a video swap. I mean, a swap with a guy. I made a video for a guy last year, and I did the animation for him, and he translated my book into German. So we did a bit of a trade-off.
Wow.
So I just need to get the money together to get that produced as well. So that's another thing as well, because the scene over there is massive. The vegan scene in Germany is huge.
I've heard that it's pretty good over there.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of things on the go.
The whole book thing, when we were talking to Tina Newman about Vivi the Super Vegan, she said to get a book out there, it's not cheap neither. No.
I mean, it's you can't be in it to make money out of it. Put it that way, It's if you're sort of paying for, because you have to get them done in such short runs, the cost is a lot more expensive. Even if you when you say a short run, that's even like a couple of hundred. You know what I mean? So, and then you're competing with the books in Waterstones, which are like $3.99, $4.99, and they're all printed on really good paper, and the covers are dead nice. And then I'm combating that with my book, which is sort of £20, including post and package, which is fine. And there's people who are always going to buy it, but it's a bit of an unfair, playing field, really. But
you're in a niche. You've got quite a niche. You could just be any old book, but this particular book is what people like us need. We need these books because all children love reading. So to have books like this, it makes the conversations easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
really does.
It was I put like the like the little interactive bits as well on it. They're quite a nice touch, aren't they, to chat to your kids about. And it was actually my copywriter who came up with that. She was like reading through it, checking it, and she was like, "Why don't you do something to get the kids interacting a little bit more?" This is Kate who helped me copyright. Hi, Kate, if she's watching. She sort of she came up with that idea, and I just thought that was such a brilliant idea, just to finish it all off. So
yeah, it is. I think that kids need those conversations, and when there's interactive stuff in a book, I think I'm Easy Vegan would agree. It just makes it more fun, doesn't it?
Definitely.
So what do you do when you're not writing books? So when you're not, in your studio doing your illustration, what other things do you like to get?
Yeah, well, I've got a full-time job, so
as well. Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I'm a creative art worker. It's like a graphic designer. So I do that in Leeds, which is where I'm based. But then I'm also trying to get a music studio up and running. Got a little studio, so I'm sort of trying to balance that out. And hopefully eventually one day leave the day job behind and concentrate on the art and the music. So
I would suggest getting in touch with the Vegan Camp House, because Tina Newman, when we were there, we weren't there last year, it was the year before, wasn't it? 2019. Yeah. She was that we hadn't long been vegan, and we were on the family camping side, and she was there giving some of her books out.
Oh, right, okay.
I would maybe get in touch and see if they can help you as well.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. So you've been before, have you? The year before?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Good event.
It was really good.
It's fantastic. It's worth. We talk about this so much. Vegan Camp Out. It's amazing.
Even like the bands and the raves
and
everything else in the night. Unfortunately, with Jack, I didn't really see much of that.
No, but you can go.
I could hear it.
Yeah. But definitely get in touch with them, because if you could have a stall there or something. There's so many families. There's a whole family side. It would be perfect if you
it does sound great. I mean, I've tried a couple of the the vegan fairs in Leeds and stuff, but it's been a bit hit and miss, really. And the sort of better ones, they're so expensive to get a stall. It's just a bit undoable, really. So if you're selling the food, you can make the £90 for the stall in an hour, you know what I mean? But to make £90 worth of books, it's quite a lot. So, but yeah, I'd love to go to the camp out. That sounds great.
Highly recommend it.
Do you think it'll happen this year then? Or?
I'm hopeful, but you're not.
I'm very pessimistic, because then I've got something to look forward to.
Yeah, I don't want it to not happen.
I want it to happen.
When is it? When is it meant to happen?
It's August, end of August. End of August.
You never know.
I really want to, because Pritchard was there.
Yeah, he was.
But I never got to see him. I heard that he was there, but I never got to see him. I really want to see him.
Yeah, what were you going to say? Sorry.
I was just going to say, is it like, so there's people giving talks and stuff, is there? And then
there's loads. There's like animal activism talks. There's loads of different things. Joey Carbstrong was there, and I was going to say he would be someone to maybe see your book.
Yeah, he's been in the north of England quite a lot over last year. I keep seeing the videos pop up, and he's in Manchester or Leeds.
Yeah,
I'd love to have a chat with him.
Yes.
So we caught him mid dinner, so we didn't really bother him too much.
James Aspey was there as well, and lots of people. I think even Mr. John Venus was there when we went.
I didn't see him.
No, he was there talking though about veganism.
Was he?
Yes, he was. I'm Easy Vegan.
Veganism.
Yes.
Veganism.
Yeah, I don't know about him, but sorry if I missed it. What's the age range you recommend for the book?
I mean, I'd probably say from 3 to 5, 6, maybe. Maybe you'd be better off answering. Definitely
your kids, Aaron.
Definitely. I would say 2 3, that is perfect age, when they're just at that age where they can start, you know, when they're like sort of going bah,
Yeah.
and just trying to comprehend things. Because Jack was doing that earlier, wasn't he? He was going
yeah, for the sheep.
Is that an O, Daddy? I was like, yes, that's an O.
Yeah, it'd be perfect, Aaron, for your kids.
I need to get my ABC book out then, don't I, for him?
Yes. Yeah, we would love that. Race Lever asks a very good question.
Where? This one
Just
here?
there, yeah.
No.
If you want to read it,
check the link down below.
Yes.
Good answer.
Yes, definitely. So have you got any favourite foods or anything that you like to eat?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not fussy at all. I mean, I'm quite happy eating anything, obviously, that's vegan.
Oh, yeah.
If I had to choose one, I'd go down the curry route. Love a good curry.
Oh, we like curry.
Something to do with being in Wolverhampton as well. You know, we got such a
wide variety.
Yeah, when I was there, it was like the Balti houses and stuff there were just amazing. I think they started off in that area, I think, didn't they? In the 60s, a lot of the Balti houses.
Yeah.
Say our favourites were in Stourbridge area.
Yeah,
there's one called Bengal Fusion.
Isn't it? It's the Curry Mile.
Yeah, there's a big long street.
It's like a street. That's a mile, maybe a bit shorter than a mile.
I don't know.
But they call it the Curry Mile.
Yeah.
And every single shop on one
it's
side is just curries.
Curries everywhere.
You just do like what's it called? Instead of a pub crawl, it's like a curry house crawl.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
That sounds good.
If you can handle it.
The reason I ask about food is one of our favourite questions is tofu or tempeh.
Oh, I would say if I'm cooking at home, tofu. But if I'm out eating at a restaurant, I'd go for tempeh.
Okay, so it's sort of like 1-1 then.
Yeah, half a point.
On the fence a bit. That answer.
Okay.
But yeah, we use tofu at home a lot for cooking. Yeah, it's a tricky one.
I don't think tempeh gets enough love.
Oh, everyone's like a good answer.
I've never actually tried cooking it. Maybe that's what I need to do as well.
Peanut butter tempeh.
Peanut butter tempeh.
It's very, very nice. I'll have to send you the recipe. It's very good.
Mark Noakes, hello.
Hello.
What's your favourite?
Mountain biking vegan energy food.
I know Mark Oakes. I go out. Yeah. Red grape pips. I'm not sure what that. Oh, that's a conversation I used to sit with Mark at work, and I watched a program, and it was saying you can't buy grapes anymore with pips in. Okay. Because the pips in the grapes are the best bit, but because consumers over the years hate the pips, they've been cultivated so they don't. The ones that we get to eat now, they don't have the pips in them. So we've always been on the search for these grapes with pips in because they're meant to be really good energy foods, but we can't find them.
I mean, we shop at Lidl, don't we, or Aldi, so they're probably definitely not in there.
No, they're impossible to find because the mass of people don't want pips in the grapes. So
I don't think I would neither, to be fair.
No.
Would you? Mind you probably have never ate a grape.
Yeah, I've eaten grapes, but no, probably not.
I mean, my mate Mark, he tried going vegan for a bit because he's a big fitness fanatic, and he watched Game Changers, and I think it really sort of blew his mind a bit, when he saw all the athletes in there. So
it's very true what they say, because if Mark's still there, I'm actually a long distance runner, and when I was vegetarian, I could never. I think I got to about 11k, and I would ache for days if I'd gone up in distance. Right. And being vegan, I've been vegan in end of March, 2 years. And I got back into running again after a period of time, and I'm now long distance running. So I think just before Christmas, I did 35k just for the hell of it. I do it for me. I do it, you know, it's what I do.
Yeah.
And I don't get injuries, whereas I used to get injuries beforehand. And I just love it. I could just run miles and miles. There is no need to worry about fitness. I think fitness improves 100%, and the recovery rate as well.
Yeah.
I think Mark needs to check out a documentary on Amazon Prime, I think it is. It's called Running for Good.
Fiona Oakes.
And it's about this lady who owns a farm site, an animal farm animal sanctuary, and she has no kneecaps.
Yeah, she doesn't have kneecaps.
But she holds the World Guinness Book record for
all the marathons.
She basically ran a marathon on every continent, including Antarctica.
Yeah, she's amazing.
So yeah, check that out. She's fantastic long distance runner.
Did you see that interview that Joey Carbstrong did with her? That's really good.
Ages ago.
It's really good to watch as well.
She's a big inspiration for me.
Yeah, but it's like my other friend Mark as well. One of my best friends, Mark Leno. He's a cyclist, and he was saying there's a guy in his cycle club who's gone vegan, and he said his performance just shot up. You know, he was a good cyclist anyway. You know, he was up there in the top, but when he changed his diet, he just sort of started leaving everyone behind. It's something, you know.
It is something, honestly.
Yeah, I think every vegan or vegan in the chat will agree that you just notice your health just increases. You just feel so much better. I don't know how to explain it. I don't think anyone knows really how to explain it. It's just.
So how long have you been vegan, Adam?
2 years. We went virtually the same time. You went vegan, I think 3 days before me.
I gave up dairy about 6 months beforehand. I gave up dairy milk, but I was still eating cheese right up until the day before.
Yeah,
just to get it gone.
Yeah. I went. When was it?
It was overnight.
Overnight.
We did the whole veganuary thing.
I would like to say 2 years in March.
It's definitely one of the best things we ever did. But then we're very naive, and we went into it. We were like Jack staying vegetarian. And when we found out about the health impacts as well of, you know, eating dairy, animals, everything else, it's like, no way.
Well, I know.
No way is he staying vegetarian.
No. Yeah, when we found out it was completely safe, yeah. But the biggest change I noticed when I went vegan was my mental health. My mental health just went from feeling down all the time just to being full of energy, and just almost like it motivated me to become more active and, you know, spread the word to everyone. Yeah. And I was constantly, it was like I was one of those really annoying vegans at the start. I was just constantly going on to everyone because I just wanted to tell everyone how great it is and how you really should be doing it. And, you know, yeah, but I've calmed down a little bit now.
I mean, it must have been like, because for me, it was such a gradual thing over the years. I'm not sure. It must be amazing to go from, you know, being a pure meat eater to total vegan overnight.
It's totally different.
The rush the body must be amazing. Like,
yeah, it was. I almost had this massive like energy boost, just like from literally nowhere.
But you didn't eat anything other than burgers, chips, and pizza.
It was crap.
That was what he ate.
Crap diet I had.
And really fish finger sandwiches.
I've never ate so great in all my life. Yeah.
And now he's almost oil free, like me.
Yeah.
Very almost nearly.
Almost. I still like my chips cooked in a little bit of oil.
Bit of fry light.
See, I don't know. I don't like fry light. It's all right on some things, but on chips, I just prefer a little bit of rapeseed oil, or was it canola oil if you're from the other side of the world.
So if anybody has any questions for Stan, do drop them in the chat. We're just going to go through and make sure we haven't missed anything, Adam.
Yeah, I've been really not paying attention.
Have you heard of the documentary called Vegetarian World?
No.
It's sort of been lost over time, really. It's from 1982.
Okay.
I put it up on my YouTube channel today, and it's presented by William Shatner. You know, Captain Kirk.
Yes.
It's from 1982, and it's about being a vegetarian, but it sort of covers everything that people are speaking about now. When you listen to it, it's almost like a current documentary, but it's been like made in 1982, and it covers sort of religion, child psychology, sports, diet and protein, farming, the environment, and it covers a full lot. And I really recommend watching it. You know, it's just half an hour, but it's sort of like looking in. It's almost like looking into the future. You know what I mean?
I would never have seen this.
Yeah.
Where we are now. You know, people talking about animal agriculture and, you know, what happens to the animals in the slaughterhouse. I never, ever, ever imagined this.
No.
As a kid, just never. It's
No.
great. It's great to see. We'll have to check that out, definitely.
Sorry, Steve says, right after I watched Game Changers part about the malfunctioning, I immediately embroidered the words Game Changer to the front of my underwear.
Oh my God.
Vegan
Yes, vegan definitely is the way. Definitely.
Oh, we've got Mark Lane. Hello, Mark Lane.
Mark Lane.
Thanks for Stan. His approach changed my life. Exercising and sleeping
Brilliant.
better than ever. Amazing artwork too.
Yeah, exercising and sleeping.
So that's the guy I was saying about, the cyclist. He's in the cycling team. So, I mean, his mum's got a really interesting story, actually. So his mum's been vegetarian since she was 12.
Okay.
So she went vegetarian in the 50s, 1950s, when she was at primary school. And supposedly they had to dissect a mouse in one of the biology lessons. And she came home in tears and told her mum that she wasn't ever going to touch meat again. And she's got, you know, back, I think, if I remember right, she was told she had to go outside the lesson. They sent her out for being weird, you know, at the age of 12. But to make that decision in the 50s, I just thought it was such a...
Because it's not right. It's not the right thing to do. People, you know, when they're faced with that, some people just don't want to do that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And kids, definitely, they just don't want to be a part of it, do they?
No.
Claire Lane.
Claire Lane.
Another cyclist, I see.
Cyclist, yeah. All the athletes are out.
Yay! Vegan runners here. Vegan runners Worcester. That's where we're at.
I think this is a question. Apart from a guitar, what food item would be at the top of your list to take to a desert island?
Who's he asking?
I think
probably all of us.
Yeah, we'll go through both of us.
Look at Wokesy. Wokesy coming up with the questions.
That's a hard question.
What do I really like? Noodles. I like ramen noodles.
Yeah, you couldn't go anywhere without a whole suitcase of them.
As long as they're vegan noodles, I'd take ramen noodles.
I don't know. Definitely my phone.
Oh, you sell out.
My running trainers.
Trainers.
No, not on a desert island.
Food item.
No. Oh,
You're gonna
food
eat your
item.
shoes.
Oh, I'm thinking food item. Potatoes. Just a big
bag
box of potatoes.
Big bag
I'd be
of
fine with
spuds.
that.
Potatoes are good.
Just potatoes, yeah. Cooked.
I think I go for bananas.
Bananas.
Yeah, but if you're on a desert island, there might be some there.
There might be.
And coconuts.
Coconuts.
Yeah, bananas would be pretty good. Anti-vegan nonsense says he'd prefer not to be on a desert island. Yeah, same.
I'd prefer to be on a desert island.
Oh,
He says.
See, look, me. I'm reading it from too far away.
It's the most pot noodles. See, I'm not a big fan of pot noodles. I preferred like the imports. I look at the import noodles I do, and I'm checking the backs of those.
What's import noodles?
Let me see if I can get one for you.
This is a great question, actually. What is your YouTube channel?
Well, it's Stanley Fu World. It's I've only been sorting it out this week because I'm a bit slack with my social media, really. But
Okay.
I was sort of set it up this week. So it's
noodles.
Oh yeah,
basically if they're in like the Oriental sections of like supermarkets, and if they got like Chinesey writing on them,
are they healthy?
Oh, it's hilarious. What were you saying anyway?
Yeah, so it's on my YouTube channel this week, Stanley Fu World, and it's got that documentary on it, The Vegetarian World, which is
we need to find that. Stanley Fu World is the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not easy with YouTube, is it? It's a bit of a slog to sort of get out there, but
yeah. I mean,
time.
Yeah, I struggle with the social media side of things, really. Sort of get stuck into the making of stuff, and then to start doing all the promotion of it, and I find it quite tricky, really.
It's hard trying to do YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, like social medias. I mean, Adam does all the editing. I do all the networking and behind the scenes because that's easier for me to do. But
I mean, you're doing a great job, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, your YouTube channel's great. I've been going through them all this week, and some brilliant stuff on there.
What did you think of? Have you seen the new video that we did with the nursery rhymes and the adverts? And
it dropped Friday. Friday afternoon.
Oh, I've not seen that one. No.
It's an interesting video. It's looking at the indoctrination that society does in advertising, particularly nursery rhymes. And it was you on your own in this video, wasn't it?
I didn't know how. I don't know how it went. I don't know.
Is that the latest one up there then?
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
I think it's been well received by a lot of the vegan community, but obviously, it's not really there for us, is it? It's there for other families to see, but it depends who we're reaching, really.
It's really just to sort of make people think a bit more about what they're seeing and doing, and the way I kind of see nursery rhymes, especially like things like Old MacDonald and what's that, the one that I did, This Little Piggy Went to Market.
Yeah.
Is there kind of like hidden
normalizing animal abuse?
It's almost like they're a bit like the Brothers Grimm Disney, how the crossover from the old I just find it a bit like that. It's like it's almost hiding a deeper meaning behind it all.
Yeah, it's sort of almost like in another 10, you can sort of imagine in another 10 years, people will look back on them and be horrified, and they'll everyone will sort of catch up, and they'll just be like, "Oh my god," you know what I mean? But who knows how long it's going to take?
That piggy song, Three Little Piggies. This Little Piggy. That's the one. My mum used to change the words, so we never said roast beef. We never ever said that. And some of the songs that Jack sings at nursery are these songs, and this is why things need to change with like vegan inclusion in education, because vegan kids don't want to sing about things like that. They don't want to sing, anything to do with that.
Yeah. So how are you going to deal with that when it happens then?
The nursery are pretty good anyway.
But
when it comes to what he eats at nursery, they're great. But it's everything else. And that's where, unless we don't know about it, there's, we can't say anything. But when he comes home singing things like this, it's time to go in and just say, can we talk about this? I mean, is there something else we can sing instead? Because he finds that upsetting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that haven't happened yet. So we're always on the lookout for it.
Yeah, when we get to that point, we will probably share it with everyone.
It's learning, isn't it, for us, really?
Yeah.
The vegan. Hello, Ruth, vegan teacher. So Ruth is another. Have you heard of Ruth, Stan? Ruth.
No, I saw she bobbed up on one of the other chats that you have in with a vegan author.
She has a book that is aimed for older children, so sort of 6 years plus.
Yeah.
And this is another really good book. So there's loads of books at the moment that are so crucial. So crucial.
Yeah.
We need to get them out
there. Yeah. It really is about time. I'm not sure how I'm sure once one of us cracks through the sort of publishing side of thing, it might open the floodgates in a way. You just take one of those people to get through, maybe. Don't know.
Most probably.
Just all link arms. When one gets through, just link arms and just tug everyone through.
Yeah, definitely.
So Claire Lane says she's struggling with chocolate. Now, I was a huge chocoholic.
Vigo. She's fun.
Yeah, Vigo is good. So we love Bourneville.
Yeah, I'm
in
a
this
big
house.
Yeah, Bourneville.
Yeah.
I like Bourneville.
Bourneville saves the day.
Bourneville buttons were the best.
Oh my god.
Yeah, definitely. But I would say have a look at the Vegan Kind supermarket, Claire, because there's some amazing chocolate on there.
Mm-hmm. We only usually get Vigo when they're like on offer at like Holland and Barrett, and we walk past and we see a red label and we're like, oh, I'll have that. Yeah. Because they are a bit pricey.
But there's a brand on the vegan supermarket. There's something Monty.
Oh yeah, they're
King Monty.
King Monty.
King Monty.
They do a very nice cream.
She's discovered. Oh, Bourneville buttons. Oh my god. Yeah, Bourneville. Go for Bourneville. It's not harsh on the pocket neither.
Oh yes, and Chris Grant. Great idea.
Try
Doisy and
Dam chocolates. Is that the ones that like a bit like the M&Ms? Is it a take on the M&Ms?
Well, when we brought them, they looked like half moons. We got them from Holland and Barrett.
Yeah, they were reduced, weren't they?
I think so.
Been,
yeah,
like, dropped.
They've been battered.
Yeah, they've been thrown up against the wall or something.
What's this one? Yeah, I like 30 chocolate.
Roster's dark chocolate is only 30, so, and it's not as bitter as the other dark chocolates. Yeah, it's finding that. It's finding that percentage. Was it the 70%? And
yeah, anything under that is okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
That money makes though. They gave that out to us in goodie bags at Vegan Camp Out, and I think it was like a rocky road. If you remember, it was amazing.
Oof.
Oh, I can't. It was
It was in like a bag.
Yeah,
it?
I didn't want to eat it because I thought I'm never going to get this again. But you can get them. Really, really, really good. Yeah, Bourneville. I would say have a look at Accidental Vegan.
Yeah,
that's a really good page to look at
when it's things like that. And they also do see Galaxy. The Galaxy range.
Yes,
it's a little bit expensive as well, but it's good. It's really good.
And also Nomo as well.
So yeah, Nomo is a bit. I can leave Nomo.
Although they've got a new hazelnut that's really good.
Oh, I've not had that.
And it hasn't got nuts in because it's nut free, but it's hazelnut.
Oh, okay. So there, anti-vegan nonsense has dropped the comment there saying that between 50% and 70% is the sweet range. Anything higher is bitter.
What's this one? I've not heard of this before. Elliot Davis.
Oh.
Kilo bags of chocolate drops.
We write this down somewhere.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Right. Why won't that scroll up? It's because I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Right. What have we missed? There was a comment back up there that I saw. I think it was from Toby. Yes.
If your struggles with chocolate, watch The Land of Hope and Glory and it will stop your cravings.
I watched Dairy is Scary, and I think that's 5 minutes. And after watching that, it was okay, cheese, chocolate.
Yeah.
I'll find something else.
Is that the American girl that does that? The Dairy is Scary one.
She does a few things, doesn't she? She's
not vegetarian.
No. She's done a hen one. She's done a bees one.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's really good, isn't she?
If anyone knows who did Dairy is Scary, please put it in the comments because I can't remember. I share it all the time.
I remember.
Have you seen the Earthling Ed piece about the dairy industry?
Oh, is it this? She's Canadian.
Erin, yes.
She's Canadian. We're so
Erin
sorry.
Jonas. Oh yes. No,
We're so
don't ever say that to a
We're
Canadian.
so sorry, Erin Jonas.
Yeah, so Earthling Ed does a really good dairy documentary, and he sort of goes into how it into the government side of it and why the government was funding it after World War One.
I think I might have seen this.
So how it all came about, that they were ploughing so much money into it, and you sort of see it from how it got to the position it did with the money that's involved. So that's really worth checking out. I think it's called How the Industry Lied to Us, or something like that.
Definitely. There's loads of stuff out there.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you very much for your time tonight, for coming on.
You're welcome. No, thanks for having me. It's really enjoyed it. It's got me out of my comfort zone, which is good.
It's never easy being in front of the camera, is it?
No.
And then being live.
Yeah, there is that. You've got to watch what you say and all sorts of stuff. It's quite easy.
Especially for you.
Yeah, I know. I think I've sweared 2 or 3 times. I think I've been pretty well tonight.
Yeah, you've done well. I don't think you've swore once yet.
Have I not?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
It doesn't matter anyway. I mean, it's after 9 o'clock,
yeah.
so
I'd still try to watch.
I can't swear because I think my mum's watching. So.
Oh no, I don't swear very often. I think some people would disagree with that.
Steve's mum.
Has anybody else got any final questions? And also, I just wanted to let you all know, and I'm sure he can now put it in the comment section, but I'm Easy Vegan is doing a final gaming stream tonight at 10:10.
Which is in 8 minutes.
To raise money for the Dogs Trust. So if anybody wants to go and send a few quid to the Dogs Trust, then head over there next. And Aaron, you can put your link in the chats as you are a moderator.
Oh, next time can you play us a song?
Oh yes.
Yeah, next time. There's always a next time.
Yes, we'll bring you back on to talk about music next time then.
That's it. I've got like I'm trying to get an idea together about doing like a little mini series, and I'm going to do all the music myself and that. So because I play a lot of like country, like I would say banjo-y style music.
Oh, great.
It's gonna be like, so yeah, I'm gonna try and do that instead of like nicking copyright free songs.
Yeah, do your own stuff.
Yeah.
Daniela doesn't look convinced.
No, the thing is, I don't want her involved in this little mini series because I can't trust her.
No, definitely. I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face.
It's going to be it's going to be a comedy style series, but it's just trying to get it all together.
One of his ideas is to throw himself into a pond. I said I can't be there to watch that.
Were you throwing it away? Giving it away?
That just gets them all enticed.
Right, I'm going to delete this stream.
It just gets them all enticed to see you fall in a pond. See, that's why I couldn't be there.
Now it's not going to happen.
Good, because I don't want it to. What's this here? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong thing. Look at me, trying to be clever.
Can I just ask, have you two dabbled in TikTok yet?
I've got one, but I'm more of a watcher and not a I don't really put anything up on my my channel. I've seen how toxic the TikTok community is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bullying on there.
I'm not really ready for my phone to be buzzing every 5 seconds with hate. Yeah, not quite ready for that.
Is it something you're thinking about, Stan?
No, not at all. No, but I've been watching a couple of videos. This girl called is it Tash Peterson? She's been making.
She's amazing. Yeah,
she's really good. But she was doing like a live stream the other day, and you can see all the comments whizzing up, and it was just full of like really personal abuse.
Yeah,
and she gets a lot of abuse. I've seen on her Instagram.
And it was like nothing to do with veganism either. It's more like just like personal, I was just like, what's going on?
The vegan teacher, though, I was just thinking, She does TikTok.
She does TikTok.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give him a shout out because I really like his content, and his name is on TikTok. It's called Sanctuary Vegan.
He's reviewed the Vegan Teacher's book as well.
Yeah, Sanctuary Vegan. I really like his content.
Yeah.
We're planning to try and get him onto the channel to interview him as well.
At some point. He does lots of food and stuff.
We have been in
there,
contact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Ruth's just opened a new channel. Yeah, because you took off TikTok, didn't you, Ruth? I saw the other day. Yeah, TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah, the algorithm on TikTok is nuts. Like Aaron's saying there, you get thousands of views in almost minutes. It's so
it is something we need to consider.
I think TikTok is quite.
Hard enough as it is.
Would you say that the age group is quite a young age?
I don't know, because there seems to be loads and loads of like trolls on there.
That's what I mean, but I think a lot of them are quite young.
Not always, though.
No, not always.
No. So.
Oh yes, Matthew from Sanctuary Vegan is lovely. Yeah, I know. He's a really nice man. Really nice lad.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you very much, Stan, for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been lovely speaking to you. Thanks for having me. And good luck. Good luck in your marathon tomorrow. Is it a marathon you're doing?
No, just a half. Just a half.
Just a half.
Just a half, yeah. I should be setting my alarm for about 6 o'clock in the morning. So I should be going out. As long as it doesn't snow like it did last week.
No, you just put your cleats on and just carry on.
Yeah, I did run in the snow last Sunday. Yeah, I did. Nothing was going to stop me. Absolutely nothing at all. But good luck with your book.
Great.
And obviously keep us posted and maybe drop a little message to Vegan Camp Out and see if they'll.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely going to look into that.
And see you
out.
out.
Quite an exciting weekend.
Yeah, it'd be good as long as it goes ahead anyway.
Yeah.
And thank you to all the mods in the chat as well tonight and everyone who's asked a question. And thank you to everyone who's been supporting us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. And thank you for everything you do. You're doing an amazing job. So
thank you.
Good work.
We will keep at it. It's normalizing vegan families and vegan kids. There's not enough out there doing it. So we'll carry on.
Yeah.
Definitely. And the books, we look forward to the next one.
Yeah, I can't wait for the ABC one.
Yeah, can't wait.
Won't be long.
Putting an order in for that. 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And we'll see you in I'm Easy Vegan stream soon. Take care, guys. Peace.
Bye-bye.